Nintendo Entertainment System.
Your parents help you hook it up.
You're watching Nintendo NES from A to Zelda.
The Nintendo Entertainment System.
Now you're playing with
Power.
Hey everybody, it's Kevin here from Happy Beard Games. And today we are on to letter D in the alphabet, and now D stands for Dragon Warrior. Yes, Dragon Warrior, known in Japan as Dragon Quest, and now known worldwide as the series of Dragon Quest. Dragon Warrior, which I'll be calling Dragon Quest most of the time, is a RPG from Enix, or Enix. Now, I was never too into Dragon Quest, but I got into it earlier this year with Dragon Quest VIII on the PlayStation 2, also available on the 3DS, and it was a lot of fun. But then I also got Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, on the NES that I've had for a long time and I've been meaning to play and get into. It just seemed like such a challenge, such a big game to get into. Alright everybody, we're jumping in with some direct gameplay of Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest. I'm going to load my file here, and we're going to play through the very end of the game together, so continue a quest. There's ones that are already on my cart, so here's Kevin, my file. And you'll go through this part where the king talks to you. He tells you how much you need to level up, which is a long time. Now, we're going to go ahead and exit here. It's kind of weird. You have to use the stairs action on your... like, you have, like, this pop-up here by pressing A. You only really use the A button in this game, which is kind of weird. And you have commands such as talk, you talk to people, status, you can check your stats, and equipment. You have stairs, which you only use when you're on a stair tile to go down it or up it. You also have the search button, which allows you to search the ground, and sometimes you'll use it to find secret items. Usually there'll be items that are part of a quest or someone tells you about, not just randomly. You also have your spell list, which you also use the same kind of menu in the battle system when you're on the battle screen. You also have your item list, which I'm going to go ahead and pick up some herbs before I forget at the store. And then there's a door to open doors, which takes a key, if you have keys such as your key in the items, the magic keys. And you have the take item to pick up items off the ground. Now I'm going to check how much MP I have first. I have 124 maximum MP, so that means I have full MP right now. We're going to head out of this town, and there might be some editing on this because I want to make it a bit short, but it's going to take a lot of grinding once again. Not just grinding to level up, because I'm not trying to level up anymore. I'm level 21, and you only really have to be level 20 to beat the game. You can see how the text is really important, because it's not just telling you that you're attacking and defending, it tells you the specific numbers that you get. Like, sometimes attacks do different amount of damage numbers, and it tells you how much all the stats, everything is. So it's very Dungeons & Dragons-like as well. You can tell this is very inspired by Dungeons & Dragons. You've got, like, tiles to move on, you've got all the stats, you've got magic, you've got hit points, you know, it's got the fantasy setting. It's very Dungeons & Dragons. Now, this is tricky. He put me to sleep, and I might actually lose here. If I lose, I'm just gonna suck. Okay, that was close. So here's my Heal More ability. Well, I have 17 HP, now I have 104. And these Axe Knights, I totally forgot about their ability to put you to sleep. Sleep is a big deal in this game. It's one of the only, like, status effects. There's no poison, really. There's poison tiles, but there's no poison sleep. Or poison and attack. But, yeah, you can get put to sleep in battle, and it really makes it hard. So as long as I can make it there without fighting any monsters, I'm already strong enough to beat the Dragon Lord. I just have to be careful with my health and careful with how much MP I use, and wow, we got really lucky not finding any monsters until we hit a red dragon. Now, the red dragon I can probably kill in 3 or 4 hits, but he does put you to sleep, so we gotta be careful with that. I really don't want to die. I mean, I don't want to die, but, like, I don't want to die from just falling asleep. Come on. Wake me up inside. I'm gonna heal even though I don't have that low of health. If you put me to sleep again, I'd be wrecked. So we gotta beat this dragon. So you can kill him pretty fast. Like, put me to sleep if he doesn't put you to sleep. I'm kind of surprised he did sleep twice, so it's a good thing I healed. I woke up fast that time. We beat the red dragon. They give you 100 experience, which is almost the most experience you can get in the game from a single monster. I think the metal slimes give you even more, but it's different on each slime, I believe. I think they give you like 115 or something like that, which is really good considering you can fight them at a much lower level and they're much easier Although they run away from you almost all the time when you fight them, so it's kind of not worth grinding for those monsters. We gotta make it through this little bridge section. This is where it gets tough. This is the hardest enemy in the game for me. I mean, the red dragon was tough, you just saw that. But the hardest normal enemy is probably this guy. I think he can also put you to sleep too. I'm not sure about that. Okay, I made it look easy. I know that. I made it look easy, but that's the guy that gave me the most trouble throughout the game so far. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot about the herbs. Don't forget about the herb, man. Yeah, I forgot about it. Oh man, this is gonna make it hard. I'm gonna use it right now, just to see. I don't usually use it during the fights, but I'm gonna start using the herb because I don't want to have to use my heal more. Okay, I have to use my heal more. Maybe after this I can use the herb right before the boss, but hopefully I won't forget about the herb. It's hard to remember that because I'm so used to using magic to heal throughout the entire game. I hardly ever used herb until I got to this part of the game because I knew I needed to save my magic meter, or magic power. So we're almost there, and we get some more health from walking, by the way. So we're almost there, and we counter a red dragon. This is where it's going to get tough. This is going to be a deal breaker. If he puts me to sleep, we're kind of wrecked. Oh, I got an excellent move! That's your critical hit. I did 97 damage to him. I would prefer to save that for the boss, but... So what we're going to do is take the herb. That's the Dragon Lord right there, or Demon Lord, Dragon Lord, I don't know what his name is. We're going to mess him up. We're going to stop his evil plans. Take this other herb. I think I have one more. I can heal more health. Let me check my stats. I only have 149 maximum HP. We've got about half our maximum HP. So, get ready everybody. We're getting ready to fight this guy right now. What you do is you talk to him. Welcome, Kevin. I am the Dragon Lord, King of Kings. I have been waiting long for one such as thee. I give thee now a chance to share this world and to rule half of it, if thou well now stand beside me. What sayest thou? Yeah, there's a lot of this like thou and thy in this game. What sayest thou? Will the great warrior stand with me? You say no. You say yes, you can join him and get like a bad end. It's weird. But I'm gonna fight him. We're gonna make this game right. So first you fight him and he's like a wizard. He's basically like the wizards or warlocks that you fight in the game, so he's really easy. Last time I fought him, he actually just did healing himself the entire time, so he never actually hurt me. So we defeated the Dragon Lord. Now we've got the real challenge. He transforms into a dragon, and I hope I can beat this for you today, because if not, then we're gonna have to redo this whole video. Fun, fun, fun! So here we go. We're gonna fight the dragon. I don't think I've ever got a crit on him, so I don't know if you can actually get it, but I assume so. You hit him twice, and then we gotta heal. Because look at all this damage he's gonna do. You want to use Heal More. Now, you have the spell Hurt More and the Hurt spells, which are an attacking spell, but those don't actually work on him. I tried it before. It didn't work on him. So once you get under 40, actually on this fight I'm going to say under 50 health, you're probably going to want to heal no matter what, or else you're going to die the next turn. Because sometimes he doesn't attack, and sometimes he doesn't attack with Fire Breath, and the fire will really mess you up by doing a lot of damage to you. So hopefully we're doing this alright. I've still got 3 more heals I can use. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Should I heal? I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. I have 52, but I think we'll be alright. Hope we're alright. Because he does like 40 damage. Okay, I have 57. So I'm gonna get really low here. Okay, he didn't do fire, so I didn't get that low. But you never know how much he's gonna do sometimes. It's like, he gets really close. I probably shouldn't have healed that one time, but I think we got this. I think we got this. Ooh, he did a 45 damage hit. He could definitely kill me with one more hit. This is my last heal, guys! Let's see if we can do this. I'm actually really nervous about this. We got one more attack on him. Please let me win. Yes! We defeated the Dragon Lord. Thou hast done well in defeating the Dragon Lord. That was really close, guys. If he had one more attack, one more chance to hit me, he could have done so easily. Thou hast found the ball of light. Radiant streams as the hands touch the object and hold it aloft. Across the land spreads the brilliance until all shadows are banished and peace is restored. Kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings. the end of that. So now you're here. You have full health, which is really nice that they give you that. And what you gotta do is use your spell of return to go back to the home kingdom. You go into the kingdom, you walk up here, and go across the town. You can see these guys here, and the king's there! My boy! The legends have proven true. Thou art indeed of the line of Erdrick. It is thy right to rule over this land. Will thou take my place? Kevin thought carefully before answering. I cannot, said Kevin. If ever I am to rule a country, it must be a land that I myself find. Gwaelin said, that's the princess, I wish to go with thee on thy journey. May I travel as thy companion? Yes, you get an option. I don't know what the option happens if you say no, but I chose yes last time. I'm so happy. And thus the tale comes to an end unless the dragons return again. In the sequel, Dragon Quest II, which I've got here on the Famicom version, and number 4 as well. So there it is, the ending scene of Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior. Congratulations, thou hast restored peace unto the world, but there are many roads yet to travel. May the light shine upon thee. And with that, I'll leave you off with this quick play, and we'll move on to a little bit of review. It's not so much of a review this time as mostly it's just my thoughts, opinions, ideas, and things that I learned throughout playing the game of Dragon Quest on the Nintendo NES. Now, going into Dragon Quest, it was a real challenge to pick this one up off the shelf and play it, just because I knew it was a big RPG, I knew it was older from the 80s, and I knew it had some cryptic stuff in it that I might have needed a strategy guide or something to help me out along the way. I realized that maybe it wasn't as cryptic or confusing or weird as I thought it might have been when I first started with Dragon Quest. And when you first start out Dragon Quest, you're in a kingdom, you have a king, he tells you that you need to go rescue the princess. You may or may not be the descendant of the hero Erdrick, and you have to go rescue the princess as your main goal quest. But you can't do that at the very beginning. You have to level up, become stronger, gain new spells, which are one of your main attacks as spells. You also need to collect money from defeating monsters. This gold that you acquire can be used in towns to buy new equipment, such as weapons, armor, and shields. Those are the 3 equipments. You can also buy items to help you along your way, such as herbs, which will restore your health, or a dragon's scale, which will improve your defense. Now, there's many equipments in this game, but it's not as confusing as Final Fantasy, because over on Final Fantasy, which I'm referring to because it's the main competition to Dragon Quest back in the day, Final Fantasy has multiple job classes. So you've got the fighter, the black mage, the white mage, the thief, and so on, the monk, you know. And with this game, Dragon Warrior, you don't pick a class. You're just a warrior. And on this Dragon Quest game, you don't have a party either. You're only by yourself, which is kind of cool. I kind of like having an RPG where you're just by yourself. It reminds me of MMORPGs where you only have yourself to control. And throughout this game, there are parts where you just can't progress unless you're stronger or have enough gold to buy new equipment to make your defense or attack stronger through swords and armor. But on this game, the grinding and the leveling up takes a very long time. And that was one thing that scared me about this game going into it. I was kind of worried that it might take way too long, and it took a while. I looked it up online to see how long this game would take to beat. It said about 10 to 12 hours. I don't know if that's accurate, but I think I spent more like 15 to 20 hours on this game, and a majority of it, probably 15 hours or more, was grinding or leveling up or battling monsters. The other hour was probably exploring the area, getting to know the world map, which actually feels pretty small now that I've completed it. And the other parts were the story and the main quest of the game. These monsters in this game will all be one monster at a time, so there'll never be more than 2 to gang up on you. And that's like that throughout the whole game, even on the boss fights. So you're fighting one monster at a time. You've got iconic enemies with that classic Akira Toriyama art style. You might know him from the Dragon Ball series. He also does the artwork for Chrono Trigger and Dragon Quest. Akira Toriyama's classic monsters such as the slime. Yeah, you know that blue slime. There's also a red slime and a metal slime, which later on will give you lots of experience points. There's also other monsters that are iconic, such as the golems, which you'll find a Gold Man golem as well, which will give you lots of gold. But it's not all fighting and monsters. There's a little bit of story scattered throughout the game, but it's very light. You'll have to talk to townsfolk by reaching different towns throughout the world map, and use those townsfolk's information to directly guide you on your way throughout the game. There was never anything that I noticed that was too difficult for me to understand just by talking to the townsfolk in the game alone. I didn't need a strategy guide necessarily to understand what they were telling me to do throughout the gameplay. And it's really important that you talk to the townsfolk in this game, especially if you're not using a strategy guide, because it will help you along your way greatly. There's some things in this game that you really got to pay attention to, and they're like puzzle solving in your mind, that you have to really understand what they're saying to you to find out where that item is in the game, such as hidden locations underground to secret dungeons or temples, and things like where a certain town is located. You have to remember the names of these towns as well, and the names of the people, so you gotta kind of get immersed in it. There's lots of fun things to do in this game if you like RPGs, if you like exploring 8-bit worlds, if you like going to townsfolk and interacting with townspeople that actually say something that is appropriate to your quest and will give you clues and guide you on your way. This is a good game for you. If you like collecting money in video games to buy new armor and equipment, this is a good game for you too. If you like seeing awesome art style with cool new monsters such as slimes, wyverns, different types of knights and skeletons and dragons, this is a fun one as well. And overall, while a majority of my time playing Dragon Quest was spent grinding and fighting monsters, it was still a lot of fun and somehow relaxing to just play it on repeat and just fight monster after monster. By the time I reached level 20, and then I reached level 21 throughout going through the Dragon Lord's castle, and defeated him and beat the game, I kind of felt like I still wanted to go back and grind. I was so used to just fighting the same monsters over and over that when the game was over and completed, I still wanted to go back and fight some more monsters because it was kind of relaxing. It was a weird, repetitive thing that just felt fun to do. And the one thing I want you to take away from this video, if anything at all, is that if you're interested in Dragon Quest and you're kind of put off by it being a classic NES RPG, or maybe it looks like it has too much cryptic stuff in it, don't be put off by it. A lot of the stuff you can find out through people in the towns and information that the people tell you throughout the game. If you pay attention, either write it down. If it's too hard to understand, check out a strategy guide like I did. I got stuck a couple times, but when I got stuck, I looked at the strategy guide and I realized it was just a silly mistake. So Dragon Quest, the hardest thing about it is finding time to grind and grind and grind those monsters, level up, get some more points, get some more stats, get some more gold for your equipment and stuff like that. That is the thing that is the hardest about this game, was the grinding, and that was something that I'm not sure I expected when I jumped into the game, but overall it was a fun experience. Alright everybody, thanks for watching today's Happy Beard Games. This was Nintendo NES, from A to Zelda, letter D, Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest. If you like this video, please be sure to leave it a like, let me know what you think in the comment section below, share it with your friends, subscribe today for more classic gaming goodness, and you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.com. Alright everybody, thanks for watching, bye!
Intense.